Welcome to Friday's Financial Fitness. Today I would like to share a concept with you called real rate of return. I think it's important to know what your overall return on your portfolio is, but it's also important to know what your real rate of return is. So, what is real rate of return? According to Investopedia, real rate of return is the annual percentage return on an investment or a portfolio and is actually adjusted for inflation. So let me give you an example. If you've got a portfolio with a return of 5%, and if the current inflation rate is at 2%, your actual real rate of return is simply 3%. Now, what if it's a non-retirement account that we actually factor in the tax implications? If we use the same example with a 5% return and assuming a 25% federal tax bracket and a 5% state or a combined 30%, when we subtract out the tax of 30%, we are left with an after-tax return of 3.5%. Then when we factor in the inflation, which in this particular example, we used 2%, that leaves us with an after-tax real rate of return of only 1.5%. Now, why is that important? According to the Department of Labor, when we look at inflation as measured by the Consumer Price Index, inflation was up 2.2% annually for the last 25 years, from 1994 through 2019's first quarter. However, if we look at the previous 50 years, from 1944 to 1993, inflation actually averaged 4.3% annually. So obviously the last 25 years inflation has been significantly lower than the previous 25 years. So in summary, it's not only important to look at your overall portfolio return, but also look at the real rate of return, because inflation is ultimately what can erode your purchasing power.